Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is a super exciting video. I am currently at my vanity makeup desk thingy to put some makeup on because I am already to go pick up my husband. He is coming home from deployment today and I'm so excited. So I just wanted to kind of sit down and put my makeup on. I'm gonna do a little bit more makeup than I usually do and just talk to you guys and just talk about life and what's going on. And I'm just so excited. I've been like, my nerves have been so insane all day. I'm excited, I'm nervous, I'm emotional, I'm just, so yeah. So yeah, I'm just gonna put on some makeup and everything and talk to you guys. So if this is your kind of thing, be sure to hit the subscribe button. Let me know down below if like you're a fellow military spouse and whatnot so we can chit chat and get to know each other. And so yeah, all right, I'm gonna get to it. First things first, I wanna do a little bit more eyeshadow today, so I am going to, oh, hold on, my sister-in-law's calling me. Hello. Okay, so like I was saying, I'm gonna put some concealer on my face. I'm just going in with the CoverGirl Clean Fresh Hydrating Concealer. I have been recently using this and I really like it. I don't know if it's gonna focus. It's a super light coverage, so if you guys like more of a full coverage concealer, I would try something different, but I really like this for the most part. I really like the foundation that goes with it. It's my favorite. So I'm just gonna put a little bit on my eyes as like a base. I don't ever use like an eyeshadow primer. I only ever use concealer for an eye primer. And I'm just gonna set my eye with my CoverGirl Advanced, is it CoverGirl? Yeah, CoverGirl Advanced Radiance Press Powder. Okay, so for eyeshadow, I am gonna go in with my Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. You guys, I ordered a new one. I had her original like version of this palette when it first came out and I was like, okay, I should probably like toss that and get a new one because it's been a few years. So I got this one and I was playing around with it the other night just because I don't know, I just wanted to play around with it, y'all. It's probably like my favorite palette besides the Tati Beauty palette, like those two. This just has like every shade you need in it though, and it's so pretty. And with this new version, it's got, I don't know if you guys can see, but it's got like all the names on the front of it, where beforehand it came on like a little card, so I'd always have to look at the card if I wanted to know the shade name. So this is like so helpful, especially for tutorials. So I'm going to be using this palette today. I also got a couple makeup brushes at Target the other day from Sonia Kashuk, and I really like them. I got, I think this one is, oh goodness, this is a rounded crease brush. I can't remember. One of them's 220, one of them's 230, and so they both look like this and just like big fluffy blending brushes, and I really like them. So I got the rounded crease brush, which is the bigger one, and then the tapered crease brush. They honestly look pretty identical, but they're different. So I'm gonna go in with, what is this? MFEO right here. Actually, I might just tell you guys what the shade names are and y'all can, like, if you have this palette, you can look at them later just because, yeah, oh my gosh. Oh, sorry, my brain is like squirrel brain right now. So I'm just gonna put this in my transition shade. I'm using this as the transition shade in my eye area. I can't even talk today. And I'm using the big fluffy blending brush. You guys, I cannot believe it is here. I cannot believe the day has come. He's on his way home. I don't know. It's just gonna be amazing to have him home. And I feel like this day honestly was like never going to come. Honestly, I feel like the deployment, like in and of itself, went by really fast, but this last week took forever. Like I felt like I was like stuck in time and that this day was just like never gonna come. I love this blending brush. It's just really big and fluffy and like, I don't know, it just makes the shadow really smooth. Okay, so the next shade I'm gonna go in with is Buns. It's like a reddish brown shade. It's really pretty. I'm just gonna pop that right in my crease area using the same brush. I just kind of want to deepen the transition shade, but not bring it up as high, and just kind of working it in like the outer part of my crease and the outer part of my lid. So this week has been like extremely stressful. So basically like, oh my gosh, how do I even explain this? It's just been a stressful week. So basically, so 2 days before my husband was originally supposed to come home found out that he wasn't going to be coming home. Like, I kid you not, like 2 days before he was supposed to come home, his dates and times of like when I was supposed to pick him up changed like 5 different times, at least 5 different times, like as of right now. I mean, it could also change like as soon as I'm done with this video, who knows? But it changed so many times to the point where it was like 1 minute it would be like, okay, I'm going to pick him up this day, you know, in the morning. And then later on the day, okay, it's going to be in the afternoon. And then I go to bed and I wake up, well, we're actually not leaving until this time or this day. And so now it's going to be the following day. And it kept changing and changing and changing. And each day it kept getting pushed out. And I kid you not, I had like a flippin' mental breakdown a couple nights ago, just because it's like, those of you that have been through this, you know, like when the time comes, like you just want your husband home. You just want him home. You just want to be reunited. Like you're sick of waiting. Like it needs to just be over and done with. And to be told over and over and over again that the times keep changing and the days keep changing, it's just a lot. And it's so hard to continue to keep getting your hopes up and your hopes up and your hopes up and then keep getting told like it changes. And I know this is like totally part of the lifestyle, so I'm used to it. But I'm so ready for him to be home. And so the last time I found out that he wasn't going to be home until like 2 days after he was originally supposed to be home, I just like lost it and started crying. I just completely lost it. And there was like other stuff going on as to why he couldn't leave that I'm not going to talk about and everything. And it was just stressful with everything going on right now in the world, and just like having him come home. It's just like, I just wanted him to come home and to get here safe and okay. And so that's all I can really say about that. But yes, he is on his way home and it's finally here. Oh my goodness. So yeah, it's just been a long week because the day that I was supposed to pick him up, it literally kept getting pushed out and pushed out and pushed out and pushed out. So it felt like my week was just like getting longer and longer and longer. So it felt like time was standing still. Like it felt like I was never going to get to this day, because every time it would be like the day before the date, it would get pushed to another day. And like the way that I had everything planned out was like I was gonna go get him like the balloons. I was gonna go grocery shopping. I was gonna do that all the day before so that like we had plenty of time. But then every time it would get pushed out, it's like, well, now I gotta wait another day and another day and another day. And so it was just really hard, because every time that happened, it was like, well, now I have another day to like not be doing anything and just be sitting here waiting. And it's just hard. It's just really, really hard. So, but he's home, he's coming home, and yeah. I feel like I've been blending for like ever. It looks, honestly, like this eyeshadow looks really orange in the viewfinder. It is not as orange in person, I promise. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with Mocha. It's a really warm brown shade, and I'm going in with the Sonia Kashuk tapered crease brush, and we're just gonna put this on the outer corner of my eye. I'm gonna go back in with that fluffier blending brush and just really buff out the edges. I just want everything like super smooth. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with Central Park. This is like a really deep brown shade, and this is on the Moda Cosmetics BMX 420 detail brush. It's like a little tiny like dome-like brush. So I'm just gonna dip that in there, and I'm just gonna do like the outer corners and really deepen that up. You guys, I really hope I get good footage of me like seeing him and like being reunited, if that makes sense. I don't have anybody filming this for me, just because I didn't know what was going on when I reunite with him, I guess. I don't know, what do you call it? Like, I just keep saying that we're gonna be reunited. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to film it. I'm gonna bring this camera, and then I also have my phone that I'm going to film on. So I think I'm gonna prop this camera on the back of my car, because I have a hatchback and it's got like a little like lip kind of on the top-ish of the car, and so I'm gonna set it on there. So I think that'll be, and if I'm thinking correctly, it should be a good level. And yeah, because basically how actually I should tell you guys. So with this ceremony, it's like this welcome home ceremony, it's a lot different than usual ones just because of COVID and everything. We're not doing like the regular ceremony where they do like the colors and everything like that. Like they're gonna do that, I think, with them. They're not gonna do that with us. I don't think, I mean, I honestly don't know, but from what it sounds like, we're pretty much just pulling up and picking them up. And we're doing it in a parking lot. Like usually they do it in a field or somewhere nice, just because of what everything is going on though, with everything going on. We're not allowed to do that. And so there's like a specific area in a parking lot that we are going to. And then I think honestly that they're just bringing them on the buses and we're picking them up, and that is that. So anyways, I'm gonna hopefully be able to get us on video being reunited and all that stuff, and hopefully I'll have some good footage. I just cannot say this enough. I can't believe he's coming home. Like, he's finally coming home. It's just, I don't know. I don't even know how to like explain anything. It's just been a weird time right now in life, and to be doing it all alone, to not have him here with me, it's just been hard. But I feel like I've done a pretty good job for the most part, and I've kept it together 99% of the time. I feel like I'm a pretty strong person when it comes to that, so I really like, I do pretty good for the most part. But I will be honest, like this time, like during this time being alone and not having anybody, it's really been eye-opening as to like, and I'm being 100% honest, like just like my circle and my people, I guess, and like who's been there for me and like who's been just like checked up on me to make sure like I'm okay and everything like that. It's just been really eye-opening to see like who's gonna pull through and like be there for you, I guess. So it's been a really interesting journey, and it's also been like an experience of like learning how to rely on yourself and God, mainly God. Okay, so I think I'm gonna keep this matte. So I'm gonna go in with my Dose of Colors Baked Browns palette, and I'm gonna go in with this first shade, this like super creamy shade, and I'm just gonna pop this on the inner corner of my eye. Okay, and then I think I'm gonna put something on my inner corner, but I'm gonna wait until I like have all my face makeup on. So now that that is good, I think I'm gonna do my lashes next. I was really hesitant on if I wanted to put any lashes on because I wasn't sure if I was gonna cry or not. I feel like when I cry, it's when I least expect it. So it's like if I think I might cry, I usually don't end up crying. But then if I'm not expecting it, I usually like burst into tears. But we'll see. But I think I'm gonna do some lashes regardless. Okay, so I'm going in with my L'Oreal Voluminous mascara. And I'm just gonna do a super simple coat. Oh, I forgot to put liner on. Dang it. Silly me. Okay. I'm just gonna take this flat definer brush, and I'm gonna go in with the black shadow in this palette, Abyss, and I'm just gonna lightly line my lash line. I'm gonna start with my eye that doesn't have any mascara on while the other side dries. Okay, and then the lashes I'm gonna use, these are the Ardell Demi, stop rocking. I have them in like this little bowl, so they likes to rock around. But anyways, I'm using the Ardell Demi Wispies, and actually what I did, this was the first time I ever did this, and I love how it turned out, but I took the lashes, I don't know if y'all can see them, but I basically cut them in half. So I cut two little chunks off the outer corner, because if you guys are familiar with this lash, it kind of like fans out. So I cut the two outer corners and then one chunk of the inner corner, and then I'm putting them just on the outside of my eyes, and it gives like this really just pretty extra kind of volume on the outer portion of my eyes, and I really like how it turned out. I tried it the other night just to make sure I liked how it looked. So I'm going to pop these on real quick, and then I'll be right back. Okay guys, so my lashes are on. They're not super intense or anything. I went ahead and did my brow files off the camera because as soon as I turned my camera off, I went to check my husband's, like there's like a unit page that we can follow up on to see like their updates as far as like when they're gonna arrive. And they're supposed to now get here a half an hour earlier than what was expected. So now I have like 45 minutes to finish putting my makeup on, do my hair, and get out the door and make sure like I have all my stuff with me. So now I'm like, it's just like, oh my gosh. So yeah, okay. So I'm going to be going in with my CoverGirl Clean Fresh Skin Milk Foundation. This is in the shade Light. And I'm just going to be going in with a buffing brush. I was going to put primer on, but since, I don't know, I'm not going to be wearing my makeup, I guess, all day. I'm going to be seeing him like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be seeing him in like an hour and a half. Okay. Oh my goodness. What is happening? Okay. Just breathe, Michaela. Hold on. So I was trying to do my makeup early so that I wouldn't be rushing, and then of course that never happens. By the way, this brush is from Real Techniques. I wonder, like, I'm excited for Chance to see him again because they are like best buddies. Like they are best friends. And I know Dagan missed Chance so much. He thinks that Chance forgot all about him. I know as soon as he sees him and hears his voice, he's gonna go crazy. So, oh my gosh. I'm excited to get that on camera. That'll be really cute. By the way, speaking of dogs, something really I guess not super crazy, but crazy for me because I'm not this kind of person that does this ever. But I want to say rescued a dog, but I didn't really rescue him. I just prevented him from, I guess, getting more lost. So the other day I was, I let Chance outside to go potty, and I was in the living room, and I started to kind of hear like a commotion and dogs barking, and I was like, what is going on outside? I looked outside, and there was a little doggy playing with Chance and our neighbor's dog, like on the outside of the fence. And Chance and him were like running up and down the fence, and this dog was like so cute. It was like a cute little beagle. And I noticed that it had a collar and a leash. So I was like, oh, he, belongs to someone. He must have gotten lost. So my initial instinct was like, go get the dog. So I kind of just like dropped everything and ran out my sweatpants and flip-flops and went out to get this dog. And it took me a minute because he kept trying to like run past me, and I was like, oh my gosh, like come here, come to me. I'm going back in with my CoverGirl concealer. Yeah, so anyways, I went outside and I got this dog, and was a really, really, really sweet dog. His name was Simba, but I was like, oh my gosh, like he must have gotten loose away from his owner or something. Like I have to like return him. I'm not just gonna like let him continue running off and get lost. Like I'm not gonna be that person. Don't be that person. And so I went outside, I got him, I brought him inside, and I put him in the backyard. And so him and Chance were playing for a little bit. But then I was like, okay, I gotta figure out where he lives. He didn't have, like, he had a collar, but he didn't have, like, a tag or anything with, like, a phone number or a name. So, like, I didn't even know his name was Simba at first. So I posted, like, a picture of him on a couple of the local spouses page, like Facebook page, to see if anybody would claim him. It had been like 30 minutes or an hour. Nobody had claimed him, and it was going to storm that night. Like it was super overcast and dark. I was like, okay, what do I do? So I ended up FaceTiming my friend because I was like panicking, and I was like, I don't know what to do. Like I am not like the animal whisperer where I go and like pick up lost dogs and like take care, like that is not me. So she had told me to take him to like a vet's office and they could scan him for a microchip. So I ended up having to take Simba to the after hours vet clinic just because it was like 6 o'clock, I think, by the time that was happening. So all the vet's offices were closed. I'm just gonna go back and set my under eye. So anyways, where was I with the story? Oh yeah, I took him to the after hours vet clinic, but let me tell you, the ride there, so my initial thing was like, let me put him in, we have a crate that we put Chance in whenever like maintenance comes over because they can't be loose if like we're not home. So I tried putting him in the crate and he did not want to go in that crate, and I felt bad because he was like giving me like he was like giving me a fight to get in that crate, and I was like, bro, you gotta go in this crate, because when I had initially brought him in my house, he tried to pee on the couch. So I was like, you were not peeing in my car, you were going in this crate. I tried to put the crate in the car. The crate didn't fit in the car. I ended up just putting a bunch of towels down in the back of my car and like putting my seats down so that he wouldn't pee on my actual seats if he did pee. But then on the way to the vet's office, he was so sweet. You could tell he was like, ooh, adventure, because he was looking out the window, he was standing on my center console and everything. Homeboy tried like sitting in my lap as I'm like driving. I'm on like the highway. He kept trying to like come into the front and like sit on my lap, which I know he probably just like wanted to cuddle or something because he was like obviously really nervous. But I was like, bro, you were gonna get us into a car accident. And then he was like crawling like on my shoulder behind my seat. Like I'll pop a picture up because he was really cute, but I'm just like, dude. All right, I'm gonna set my powder real quick with the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. So anyways, took him to the after hours vet. He had a microchip. Thank you, Jesus. I was able to get his microchip number, and then I had to call like the company and tell them what happened, give them his microchip number, and then they ended up giving me the gal's phone number and name, and turns out she lived like right down the street from me. I mean, I would have figured that anyways. I'm just gonna go in with my butter bronzer. You guys, I'm like rushing now because I don't wanna show up like, so we're allowed to get there at 12 and we're supposed to be reunited with them at 1. I don't want to get there right at 12 because I'm just gonna be sitting in my car for an hour. So I'll probably get there around like maybe 12:30. Y'all, this video is probably gonna be all over the place. Okay, now I'm gonna go into my Honest Beauty blush. This is their cream blush in the shade Rose Pink, and you guys, this is like a really good blush. It's super pretty, and even though it's a cream, you can put it on top of powder because it's kind of like a cream to powder finish. So it's really, really pretty. I use my blending sponge with it, and it applies flawlessly and it lasts a while. So I'm gonna put that on just right on the apples like this, and I just kind of stamp it. So anyways, I got the ladies back to my story. This is gonna be like the longest story ever. Got the lady's information that owns Simba. I called her and I was like, hi, this is Michaela, I have your dog Simba. And she didn't even realize that her dog was missing. I mean, to give her the benefit of the doubt, she said that she had put him outside and that she was cleaning. So she probably was just maybe in the zone and didn't realize that he had maybe slipped out from under the fence, which, oh, reminds me. So as I had him in my backyard when I initially found him, I had him back there. And then at one point I had to separate him and Chance because they were kind of like going at it. And I was like, the last thing I need is for any dog to get injured as I'm trying to save one. So I put him in the backyard and I was on FaceTime with my friend, and as I was, he slipped under my fence. And so he took off and I was like, oh my gosh, if I try to rescue this dog and then it gets even more lost because of me, and like, oh, so then I was panicking and I was like, great, I'm doing more harm than help. So luckily, thank goodness I have Chance. So I put Chance on a leash and brought him outside with me. And as soon as he saw Chance, he ran back and then I put him back inside. But I went to go drop off her dog and she's like, yeah, I was cleaning, I didn't even realize that he was gone. And she was super sweet and like thankful because I would hope that if Chance ever got lost or went missing, somebody would do their darndest to like bring Chance back to me. So yeah, she was really sweet. But that was 2 days before my husband was originally supposed to come home. And I was like, this is the last thing I need right now. Like, why did I volunteer myself to save this animal? That's the one thing about living on a military post is there's so many loose dogs that just like, I don't think a lot of people pay attention and their dogs just get loose. Like, I don't know what the deal is, but I don't know. I would freak out if Chance ever got lost. I'm gonna hold off on doing my lip until after I brush my teeth, so I'll show you guys before I end this video the final look. But you guys, what do you think? Okay guys, so this is the finished look. I just popped on my lip. I am using the L'Oreal liquid lipstick. This is in the shade I Create. And the Milani lip pencil in the shade 04 Natural, All Natural. Yes, so this is the finished look. And so thank you guys so much for hanging out with me while I get ready. I'm literally about to walk out the door to go pick up my husband. I don't even know how to act right now. Okay, so yeah, I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.